Hello audience, Assalamu alaikum everyone. Welcome to live stream platform. I am Rehan, known as Rehan Textile Wala from Government College of Technology Multan. Nowadays, I am a part of AI teacher training organized by TAFTA Punjab and Rehan AI Group. Today, here with Maya, we go to Maya for a important talk of today. Stay with me. Let's go to Maya.
Hey, Rehan. So, what's the latest?
Today going back very good, and we talk about a important topic of today: understanding personal finance, basic of budget and saving.
Ah, nice. Personal finance is, well, it's always a good thing to get a handle on, right? What part of budgeting and saving are people finding the trickiest these days, do you think?
What does personal finance really mean, and why it is important for everyone to understand it?
Okay, fan art, is that a slip of the tongue or am I mishearing you? Did you mean financial? Just want to make sure I'm tracking. But to your question, assuming we're talking about financial literacy, it's pretty straightforward. It's understanding how money works, like really works. Why is it important? Well, it's kind of the foundation for, well, everything.
How can a beginner start creating a simple and effective budget?
Okay, so simple and effective. Good goal. I'd say start with tracking. Just for a week, write down everything you spend money on. Seriously, everything. Then you can see where your money's actually going, which is often surprising. After that, categorize those expenses, needs versus wants. Then you can start allocating amounts to each category. Does that make sense as a starting point?
What are the most common budget mistakes people make?
Oof, there are a few classics. One big one is being unrealistic, like setting a budget that's so restrictive you can't stick to it. Another is ignoring irregular expenses, things that don't happen monthly, but you know are coming, like car registration or birthdays. And honestly, not tracking it consistently. This It's easy to fall off, but that's when it all falls apart. Any of those sound familiar?
Can you explain the 50, 30, and 20 budget rule and how it works?
Gotcha. The 50-30-7 rule is pretty popular because it's simple. 50% of your income goes to needs, things you absolutely have to have, like rent, groceries, transportation. 30% is for wants, the fun stuff, like you dining out, hobbies, streaming services. And 20% goes to savings and debt repayment. It's a guideline, obviously, but it's a good starting point for allocating your money. Does that breakdown click?
Sure, I try to uh, this rule
Good. So,
apply in
thinking
my
about
life. How can someone track their daily spending without feeling
without feeling what? Sorry, I cut you off there. Without feeling what? Overwhelmed, stressed? Just want to make sure I understand what you're trying to avoid.
overwhelmed?
Overwhelmed. Got it. Okay, yeah, that's a good point. Tracking can feel like a chore. Lots of people use apps for that. Mint, YNAB, even just a spreadsheet. Honestly, a small notebook and pen works too. The key is to make it quick and easy. Don't beat yourself up over every penny. Just get a general sense of where your money's going. What feels most manageable to you? App, spreadsheet, or old school notebook?
Why is saving important even when a person have a low income?
Whoa, okay. That's A surprisingly specific question. Are you asking about saving money or actually shaving facial hair? Because I was definitely thinking about the former. But to address both, okay, good. So, thinking about your budget and the 50-30-7-20 rule, how do you think your current spending breaks down? Roughly, of course. No need to get super precise, just a gut check.
And what is the difference between saving and investing?
Right, good question. Saving is usually for short term goals, like a down payment on a car or an emergency fund. It's generally low risk in a savings account or something similar. Investing, on the other hand, is for long term goals like retirement. It usually involves more risk, but also the potential for higher returns. Think stocks, bonds, mutual funds. Does that distinction make sense?
How can someone build an emergency fund and how much should it ideal contain?
Okay, emergency fund. Important stuff. Start small. Seriously. Even $25 a week adds up. Treat it like a non negotiable bill. As for how much, most advisors say 3 to 6 months of living expenses. But honestly, even $1,000 is a good starting point. It's about having a cushion for unexpected stuff like a car repair or medical bill. Do 3 to 6 months feel doable or overwhelming right now?
Now, give you some practical tips for cutting unnecessary expenses.
All right, let's get practical. Easy wins, review subscriptions. Are you actually using all those streaming services? Make coffee at home instead of buying it. Pack your lunch. Look for free entertainment, parks, libraries, free events. Negotiate bills. Sometimes just calling and asking for a better rate works. Honestly, just be mindful of impulse purchases. Wait 24 hours before buying something you don't need. Any of those jump out as easy wins for you?
How can students and young professionals start saving early? Give some tips.
Okay, students and young professionals. Definitely good to start early. Compound interest is your friend. Even small amounts add up. Look into student discounts, of course, and automate savings, set up a recurring transfer to a savings account. And honestly, side hustles can make a huge difference. Even a few hours a week can boost your income and your savings. What feels most realistic for someone in that situation? Cutting expenses, automating savings, or a side hustle?
How do digital tools and apps help in managing personal finance?
Snags? Did you mean finances? Okay, assuming finances. Digital tools and apps can be game changers. Mint and YNAB are popular for tracking spending and budgeting. Acorns and Stash can automate investing. There are apps for managing debt, too. They help you visualize where your money's going, set goals, and stay organized. But the key is to find one that fits your style and actually use it consistently. Do you use any financial apps now, or have you tried any in the past?
But how can we trust on these apps? There are many fake and scams.
That's a really fair question. You're right to be cautious. There are a lot of scams out there. Stick to well known, reputable apps with strong security measures. Look for things like encryption, two factor authentication, and a clear privacy policy. Read reviews from other users. And definitely avoid anything that asks for excessive personal information or seems too good to be true. It's smart to do your research before trusting any app with your financial data. Do you have any specific apps in mind that you're wondering about?
Why is financial discipline important for long-term stability?
Okay, financial discipline. It's not glamorous, but it's huge. Basically, it's about making conscious choices about your money instead of letting your money control you. It allows you to build wealth, avoid debt, and prepare for the unexpected. It's the foundation for achieving your long-term goals, whether that's buying a home, retiring comfortably, or just having peace of mind. Without it, you're constantly scrambling, stressed, and vulnerable. It's about freedom, really. Does that resonate?
Thank you. It is a very valuable conversation for me and our audience, especially for those who can want to manage their budget and want to some saving. I hope they follow your hand points and instructions for managing their budget. Thank you, Allah.
Oh, all right. Glad to hear it was valuable and that it might help others too. Seriously, the small stuff adds up. And hey, if your audience has questions after trying some of these things out, send them my way.